Welcome back to Your Palm Beach Guide, the podcast where we highlight the people, businesses, and ideas helping shape the Palm Beach community. Today's guest is Jeff Sophir, an entrepreneur and industry leader who has built an incredible family of companies focused on landscape design, horticulture, free care, pest control, and botanical environments throughout South Florida. Alongside his brother, Jeff has helped grow what they call a family of companies, a group of businesses that together form one of the largest privately held botanical service organizations in the region. From estate landscaping and tree care to interior botanical design and plant health, Jeff and his team help maintain and elevate some of the most beautiful properties in Palm Beach and across South Florida. What makes Jeff especially interesting isn't just the scale of businesses he's built, it's the passion he brings to leadership, culture, and creating environments where both people and landscapes can truly thrive. Jeff, welcome to Your Palm Beach Guide. All right, Jeff, we are going to jump right in. So welcome to our new studio.
Thank you. It's fantastic.
Thank you. I'm excited to just get
So
an
much
update
different
on
than
all
before.
the things. I know.
So homey.
It is so homey and just so welcoming. But for those who are going to meet you for the first time today, give us a little background about who you are, and then we'll jump in.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, thank you so much for having me. I love the plants I'm noticing, which is something that I would notice, right?
Yes.
So I am the owner of 5 different companies. We have 2 landscape companies, a tree company, a pest control company, and a company that does like interiors like this. We do live and artificial. These are artificial. We do that also. Everything is the best quality, the best service, the best everything always. 220 employees between the 5 companies, and we actually service from South Miami all the way to Jupiter. So it's quite a big area, but all of the pockets of South Florida that is high-end and ultra-high-end, those are our clients. We do mostly residential, but if there's any commercial, it's high-end or ultra-high-end also. For example, like Palm Beach is a very important market to us and the surrounding areas. And so I've been very involved with the Chamber, as you know, for the past several years. Because we wanted to get the name out there. We wanted to meet as many people as possible and to network and to just put in really just be like a well-wisher and be just lots of goodwill. And I like to make, when I meet people, I like to make steps forward before I get anything in return from them.
Right.
For example, and some people you get nothing in return and that's fine.
Yeah.
But I find that if you really genuinely try to do nice things for people, make introductions, be a connector, really try to match up, what do you need in business? And, oh, I know this person, I know that person. And then I like to connect these people together. And in Palm Beach, it's been, really successful doing that, for several reasons.
Well, and I think too, like you are such a community advocate because you know everybody and people trust you to know that when you're going to introduce them to someone, you've built that trust and reputation.
Yes.
And that has taken how long has that taken you to build?
It has taken years, but not as many years as you'd think because I go to so many events, do so many things, and I say what I mean what I say.
Yeah.
So I think that a lot of people, it takes a few meetings with them before anything happens. Like they're happy to chit chat at the meeting. They're happy to maybe like have a cup of coffee, but like no action for business or for what they're looking for. In other words, if I meet someone and they're like, gosh, I'd love to meet some other people to tell them about what I do and how I could sell either my product or sell my service. I say, well, how about meeting this one? I do it right there. At the first time, I'll automatically think of them like, yes, we do. And then I automatically just start connecting people.
Oh, good.
And I think that's the thing. That's why I think hasn't taken me as long to meet people and then to get the credibility of not just being a good person, but actually putting your foot forward.
Exactly.
And like being like, hey, now I'm not just going to say that I'm doing this.
Yeah, like you're going to do it.
Do it, and that
Exactly.
is very important to me.
Yeah.
It's very important to me. And I'll tell you, I have found that yourself, Kiana, and Doug have really promoted that and it gives me like lots of support. You know what I mean? Within
Yeah.
the chamber, I've done that, and then outside the chamber, I've done that.
Yeah.
And then, I came up with my foundation
Yes,
from a few years
exactly.
ago called Top of Mind, and we have about 27 professionals all
Absolutely.
around, very Palm Beach focused, where we give to charity.
Yeah.
We give large donations to charity. Everyone pays a modest amount to belong to it, and then we give these very large amounts of money to all different sorts of charities. Listen, so
Right.
far we've bought the Boys and Girls Club a bus.
That is awesome.
We've given $100,000 to the Historical Society.
Yeah.
We've given $100,000 to Hope for Depression, which is another amazing charity
Right.
and foundation. We are going to be giving this coming season $100,000 to Habitat for Humanity.
Oh my goodness!
Julia,
Yes.
right? We love Julia.
Congrats.
Yes, and we're doing so, and then we've given away so much money for a bunch of other little donations where charities aren't so big,
right.
but it means something to them to give them $5,000, and we do a bunch
Exactly.
of those. We give 5,000 to this one, 5,000, and it's like everything to them.
Yeah.
Because every charity doesn't need tons of money.
Right.
They just need a certain amount that they deem that they need to do certain things, and when you give it to them and you see how excited they're, it just makes you feel so good.
It
You know what I
does.
mean?
It
So,
does. I love that you're doing that.
yeah. It's
Well,
good.
and you've built that community around you to support your
Yeah.
vision and
Yeah.
to support your greater focus on what you're going to
Yeah.
achieve. Not
Yeah.
only with Top of Mind, but also with you call it a family of companies,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And so when you're envisioning,
I own,
exactly.
yes,
So
yes.
the ones that you own, when you're envisioning your execution plan for the year, does it differ with each company, or do you have a broader vision for a main goal,
Yeah.
and then you kind of work with the 5 to be like, okay, this is the avenue we're going to take to achieve that. This is the avenue we're going to take to achieve that. What does that look like in the planning?
How you just described it is we do, like, we'll say, like, okay, this is the path to get to this. This is the path to
Okay.
get to that. But really, it's just putting your head down and just go.
Go.
Like, and just sell, because we know who our customers are. So it's like, you don't necessarily have to change. It's funny because you do change a little bit of what you're doing with each customer, like how you're
Right.
selling to them and how you're explaining what you can provide, because everyone handles information, they receive information differently,
Right.
but it's the same information. It's just how you're presenting it to them.
Yeah.
Like
You're right.
we have people that are be like. In one very, very big estate that will say, they focus on certain things. So they may say when we first get in there, the other company that we've had before you, we have 17,000 square foot of grass here, and we just hate how they've taken care of the grass. It just can never look like a green carpet. That's what we want it to look like. And they're just so focused on it. What you find is then they're not interested really in anything else yet, even though there are other things that look poor.
Yeah.
And that they make a poor appearance.
Yeah,
They just
exactly.
don't look well. It doesn't look kept.
Right.
But they're so intent on the grass. So then once you fix that for them, then they're so happy with what you've done. Like, wow, you actually turned this problem that I had into a solution.
Right.
It's fixed. It's done.
Right.
So now it's this gorgeous green carpet and they can love it and enjoy it. But then you may say to them at that point, so now do you want to concentrate on this, this, and this? Let me show you what the issues are with this. If you can't just notice them aesthetically,
Yeah.
let me show you what this would look like, or let me show you what it could look like if we did this. And then we can do like computer generated renderings and show them different things.
Really?
So there's just so many different things we can do with different clients. Some clients say, I just don't know what to do with this house. The house is a 20,000 square foot house.
Right.
And they're like, it's all white stucco. I just don't know what to do with it. I see too much stucco.
Yeah, you're like-
So to me, well, you either cover it up with some landscaping that you plant in front of it, or you espalier, you
Yeah.
put wire work on the walls and then put the vines growing.
vines,
And
yeah.
some of them just, they just, everyone, you sort of just have to really pay attention and listen. What do they need? It's not what I need to do for them. It's what they need. Like, I'm reacting to their action.
Right.
Like, that's what I feel like. I'm a good reactor. You know what I mean? I
No.
really do. And I'm certainly not good at everything, but I feel like
No,
with
but
my
you're really good.
businesses-
Yeah. You're really good at what you are really good at. And I
Yes.
think that you don't try to be good at anything else because you've
No.
mastered, people always talk about like, you just need to be excellent at your
Yes,
thing. And I feel like
yes.
you're like that.
I am like that.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that you noticed that
Oh, of
because
course.
it's important to me.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
never would want to be known as like a know-it-all.
No.
But I will tell you that between our 5 companies,
Mm-hmm.
like if someone asks me a question, whether it's within the company or whether it's a client from the outside, I am personally not a know-it-all. I wouldn't even ever want to be. I can't really stand when someone's a
Yeah.
know-it-all. But we as a group, we have like about 30 of us that we call
Okay.
our nature's experts within
I
our
love
company.
that.
And if I ask one of them, if I don't know the answer and I
Yeah.
say it to them, we are collaboratively kind of a know-it-all
Yeah.
group because everyone specializes. We have all these experts,
Right.
so everyone knows the answer, and if they don't, then they're going to get the
Right.
answer. So you're not a know-it-all because you act that way, but you are driven to get a solution.
Exactly.
You know what
But
I mean?
together with your team.
Yes,
And you've built that
yes.
culture where you've built a team around you that when you don't know the answer, you have the trust and the confidence to know that when you
Yeah.
go back to your team, they'll be like, oh yeah, this is it.
Yes, exactly. Or this is the issue. We've never come
Right.
across this before. Or, oh, remember at this property, this happened.
Yeah.
It's just there's so many minds, there's 30, 35
Exactly.
minds, and everybody is focused on the business.
Right.
We've all done so many different things in it, and so many people have been in it for so long.
Yeah.
You just sort of get the
You
answer.
do it.
Yeah.
Well, and so when you
Yeah.
were envisioning early on, like early days when you
Yeah.
were envisioning starting your
For all the
company.
gray hair.
But well, we love your gray hair. It works. Okay. But did you always think that it would expand as it has? Or were you just like, I'm going to do this? And then through time, you're like,
Yeah.
we're growing so fast. We have to start this other company.
That's a great question. And it really started with me so many years ago, before the gray hair, when you pluck one of them out and 10
Yeah.
of them come back.
Like nobody saw.
Yeah. That I wanted to have a business. This was at a time where South Florida was much, much more into a season and an off season. I know Palm Beach is still like
Yeah.
that, but there are a lot of people that live here, much longer.
all year, yeah.
But it really was like this. I mean, so long ago. It was like where the summers were Deadsville. There really was nobody. I mean, it was like a different place. And
You're like, where is everyone?
yes, it's like you have this busy business during the season, and then during like the summer months, like leaving the spring into the summer
Yeah.
and then into early fall, it's really it's like a ghost town.
Right.
And so I was like, what do I do? Because I don't want to be slow this time.
Yeah.
I'm so hyper anyway that I'm like, what do I do? So I'm like, I want to create multiple streams of revenue.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, so we start with this company that I had and that I did. And I'm like, what if we had this service to add, and then we just bought companies that already existed. And
Oh,
then,
so smart.
Yes, I did not start them
Yeah.
because I wanted to buy companies that already had some sort of a layer of business that you turn the key that day you start and you
Right.
have business, and you can decide as you go on, are these customers our right customer? Is this customer the wrong customer? Who do we keep? Who do we don't? And then you also get the staff, because as you grow, you need people. And a lot of them, we would do a lot of due diligence and see there are really good people that work for this business. And a lot of them still work
Right.
for us today.
Yeah.
So it's great. And that's how I did it. And I can tell people that for 20 minutes, I can talk about all of the good things. There's so many good things about these businesses and so much fantasticness.
Right.
But for about 2 hours, you could focus on the aggravations, the irritations, the difficulties, the problems.
Right.
I just don't do that.
Yeah.
I focus on.
You make a conscious decision.
I do. Everyone can.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, but how? When there's like, you've got this problem or this problem with payroll or this problem with this or this problem with that. Believe me, I understand. I mean, I have 220 people. We run a really nice sized business.
Yeah, you do.
But it's like you just sort of. I'm trying to think how to explain how I do that in my head. Because it really is, like you said, it's a conscious decision.
Yeah.
Because you can focus on anything when you wake up in the morning.
Right.
It's cloudy. Oh, my leg hurts. Oh, this, oh, that.
Right.
Or you can kind of.
Or you can say
I'm
like,
so happy to be here.
Yeah, you're like, I'm so happy to be alive. And that's what I love
Yes.
about you, because even last time when we were speaking, I've never seen you in a bad mood, like ever. And
I get it, man. I promise.
But like, it's incredible because you talk about making a conscious decision to choose to not focus on the negativity.
Yes.
And I think
Yes.
that kind of subconsciously has played a role in your success as a business owner.
Wow, I never thought of that.
Because you've chosen to say, I'm not going to sweat the small stuff or even sweat the big stuff, because I'm sure it happened. You're just going to say, we're going to continue to move forward.
There are days, there's a week, there's time, there's hours here and there, randomly that you get upset, you get caught with things, and you just, but, you get caught up in certain things. But I don't know. I would say 100% for the most part, I'm constantly not just being like, be positive, be positive.
Yeah.
It's more than that.
It is.
It's more.
It's
like,
definitely
that's
more.
just not enough. You literally have to replace
Exactly.
certain thoughts in your head and be like, I am not going to focus on these things. These things went on. It's like sleeping.
Yeah.
Like, people cannot sleep well.
Right.
And a lot of people can't sleep well. I mean, there's different reasons, but one of them is because they're just so worried and they have so many things that went on that day or in their life that they're like, how do I sleep?
Right.
And I guess my thing, and sleep's so important for your health. I'm like very into my health. That I think that it's like I literally say to myself, I'm entitled to a good night's sleep. If I don't get a good night's sleep, I will not be 100% to any of my good things and my problems the next day.
It's true.
So I've got to be able to attack them, and the problems are worse when you're tired.
When you're tired, 100%.
So it's like you just say, and there's nothing I can do. So in worrying, you catch yourself a lot of times, in worrying, and you're like, but worrying really doesn't affect the result. So
if anything, it just makes you susceptible to either making a poor decision because you're not like clearly thinking.
Yeah.
And I love that you say that. Well, how many hours do you get at night?
I get at least 7 or 8 hours a night.
Oh, I love that you said that because me too. Me too.
At least.
Me
I
too.
have to. Like, I need it.
Yeah.
And I'm not like one of those people that needs tons of naps and tons of all those things.
No.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
But a good solid night
like
rest.
I need it. I have to have it. If I don't, and the funny thing is I'm 56 and there are so many people my age, around my age, that they will stay up late, whether they can't sleep, they have insomnia, whether they're partying and drinking, whatever they're doing, and they don't get much. I don't know how they do it.
I don't either.
And then I see,
and I'm 30. I'm I can't live your life.
I don't know how they do it. And so I'm like, is it Monster? Is it Red Bull? Like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
I just don't understand. Are you just going through life like a zombie?
I know.
I just do like what I need and want, and it just serves me right. I definitely have my bad days. I definitely make wrong decisions.
Right.
I guess in life, it's like you want to make more right decisions than wrong decisions.
100%.
But you're not going to not make wrong decisions because I've made plenty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, and I love that you have that mindset and that you're just honest about it. I love that about you.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like we're all
beings.
Yes,
we're all going through it.
Yes. So one of the things is that when I first met Doug Evans, and for anyone that doesn't know, and how could you not know?
I know.
He's the
He's
president
our CEO.
of the chamber. Doug really made it a real thing, a real initiative to explain to me that he's the president of the Chamber of Commerce, and that it's commerce.
Right. It's commerce.
And it's not a social club. And
100%.
I was like, wow, you know what I mean?
Right.
I didn't think of it that way. You just say the words Chamber of Commerce and you know what it is subconsciously, but I'm like, wow. And when I first heard that from him, I was like, this is serious business to him, and he is leading by example.
He is.
And I sort of would have gone into it,
Right.
with all of my stuff that I've done with you guys.
Yeah.
I would have doing my business anyway, but knowing that from the top is how he thinks,
Right.
I think like well served me also.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, it's true.
And I'm hoping he says that to everyone he meets.
And he
you know what I
does.
mean?
And I think that's what really allowed us and allowed our team was because of Doug he stepped into that leadership position and just made it so very clear that all of our programming, everything that we were doing was for commerce and was to support businesses who invested a lot of money in our chamber, a lot of money in our chamber, their time. But at the end of the day, it is about commerce. Like, amazing if you make friends along the way. That's like a bonus. It's a bonus.
Yes.
But that is not the end all be all. And I love that. And he's still that is like a constant in all of our meetings. It's like very clear focus. So I'm glad you remember that.
It's really funny because in my business, that translates into my business. I often say when we have big meetings a lot, and I often say like, this is a business. We are all living off of these businesses. We have to take care of these clients because I don't necessarily pay you. I'm the vehicle that pays you. All these clients are paying us
Right.
to be on their properties, to be guests on their properties, to do all of this.
Right.
The fact that we can all get along with each other, some of us make really good friends
Yeah.
there, like that's a bonus, just the
Just
same
a
thing
bonus.
that you said.
Right.
So some of the commercial properties that we are involved with are the breakers.
Yeah.
For 20 years, a couple of our companies have really serviced the breakers. We do all of the landscaping for them
Oh,
that
it's
they
beautiful.
don't do. So we've laid the grand lawn before. They have Flagler Steakhouse, opposite of the hotel. And all of that area, all those sport courts that they installed, we just installed all of that landscaping last year. And we're so happy to be there and them entrusting us because they are such our customer, such a good, perfect customer for us. It represents so much, especially in Palm Beach, because the breakers is like the Mecca.
It is.
Know?
Absolutely.
And then lots of hedges that were susceptible to ficus whitefly for so many years. They replaced them with collusia. I mean, there's just so much that we do for them on a regular basis. And we really, really value that relationship. Another one is the Carriage House.
Yes. Yes. Talk about it. I love
that's
it.
so iconic. And then obviously the colony is like just as important as the breakers, in my opinion.
Exactly. It's
smaller
beautiful.
in size, but makes no difference.
Exactly.
The colony is the pink paradise.
It is.
And that we look at on its own also. And the colony is just so special and it needs to transfer over into landscaping.
It does.
And, to me, the colony should be like flowery.
It is. It's so beautiful.
Yes, right? And so we have so many flowers.
I love seeing you guys there. Anytime that we have an event, I'm like, oh, Jeff's here.
Yeah. It's again, so honored and appreciative to be part of it. I know that we do a good job, but you can try to have anyone come and just for that we get to continue for them to choose us and for us to be there. We do not take it lightly. And then down as far as Miami, I don't know, the Four Seasons Surf Club.
Oh my goodness.
Is a place that we take care of. I mean, in that place, it's not in Palm Beach, it's in Miami, but so much of the place is built around tropical and exotic plants, and what we've sort of created there and what was there when we got there and then how we've elaborated on it. And, it's incredible. If you've never been there, that's a gorgeous place to go.
I will go. Yeah, I've never been.
Special. Oh my gosh. It's amazing.
Well, and too, I love the fact that, again, we're talking about Palm Beach specifically, but your business is across all counties from Jupiter all the way down to Miami.
It's Palm Beach County, Broward County, and Miami-Dade. Yeah,
that's definitely a lot of ground to cover.
Yes. And it's funny because Palm Beach is like, if you look at Palm Beach as like we're the center of a lot of people's business that I know of, not everyone, of course, but some people in Palm Beach, that's where their business started.
Right.
But what's happening is Palm Beach, because of the pricing and it being so expensive to live there, it has, and there's also nowhere else to go. If there's certain houses you want, you have to leave that island and build and buy in other
places,
geographic areas.
Yeah.
So it's expanded, of course, to West Palm.
Right.
And then north, like into Jupiter, into
to
Palm Beach
Cuesta,
Gardens, into
all of
Cuesta.
it.
And like we service all of those areas. We have these country clubs that we do the clubhouses themselves, the interiors like Frenchman's Creek, Admiral's Cove, all high end, all special.
Right.
There's just so many in Boca, St. Andrews. I mean, there's just so many
so
of
good.
them. And every customer, I think one of the things I could say to someone is, even though we have a lot of clients, right, with a lot of customers, but you need to really make everyone feel like they're like
the only
own,
customer,
and that they're like so important.
100%.
And you can't do that by faking it.
Right.
You can't. You can't. It's not a sales pitch.
Right.
It's like show up when you're supposed to show up, over deliver on what everything's supposed to look like, make sure the service is impeccable, because really, customer service to me is like boring. When people say that, it's like a boring thing, like, oh, this is the customer service department, right? But like, if I was to say to you, like, what do you remember from like your customer service of somewhere? You would remember the experience that you had. So the customer experience. So I focus on the customer experience.
Right.
So if you like, and then that customer is going to advocate for you.
Exactly. Exactly. They'll either advocate for you or they'll do the opposite.
That's right.
So you
And
better remember.
That's right. And if they have a negative experience or one that was blah, first of all, they're never going to say anything about you, period.
Right.
Or they'll talk badly about you. And you know what? If they're justified, they're right.
They're right.
Because buyer beware.
Buyer beware, 100%.
You know what I mean?
I love that you say that. I love that you say that.
It's the truth.
So what is it about Palm Beach that you love the most? Like, why is Palm Beach such a great community, not only for business, but just also for all of the other work that you're doing in the community?
It is gorgeous.
Yeah.
The first thing. It's gorgeous and it's like small town. And it's like, who doesn't love that?
Who doesn't love it?
Who doesn't love it? It's small town. It is gorgeous.
Right. And that's it, really. That's
Yeah,
it. That's it.
That's what it is. And we contribute to some of that gorgeousness. And that it just, listen, you have a business to make money, so making money feels good.
Right.
But when you are a creative person and you put so much of yourself and your time and your efforts and yourself like into your business and creation, and you like want people to have that customer experience, you want them to be so happy. Watching something go from here to here is really rewarding.
It is.
You know what I mean?
It is rewarding.
It is. I mean, it's and when you're creative, it's like watching something evolve is amazing. And some of them, you know, we do them from ground up. We install everything from dirt, like literally when it's construction, to like every blade of grass. I mean, every single thing. So it's incredible. And working with these wonderful landscape architects and these builders and just regular, you know, an architect, construction architects, and getting to work with these iconic sort of companies that have been around for so long, and then also seeing new, fresh companies that are being started or recently there, and those coming in and having interesting ideas, you know. But I've also seen ones that try to come in and think they can duplicate, and you can't do that. You got to be really, it's very hard in Palm Beach specifically to get in and be trusted, and you've got to do the right thing. You can't fake it. All these things you can't fake. You have to do the right thing and really, really be there for everything they need, and almost anticipate what they need before they say they need it.
Exactly.
You know
be a mind reader.
And it's hard.
It is hard.
It's not easy, but everything is hard.
Everything is hard. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So before we wrap up, I just want to know, do you have anything you'd like to share about Top of Mind, or anything you're working on charity-wise or with your own business?
Yes.
I'd love to hear and share.
The only thing that I want to share, honestly, as far as Top of Mind, you can go to topofmindpb.net. So you can see all of the professionals that are in Top of Mind. If you want to see what I do every day, I post lots of stuff on Instagram.
Yes, add your handle, please.
Perfect. So it's at Jeff Sophir, and it's Jeff Sophir, Sophir. And I guess just in general, I want to remind people, I mean, this is just how I feel, that like you can't just be alive, like we're all alive, but like live, like because this is it. Like this is everyone's terminal. And some people say, "Oh, how can you say that?" Well, because it's true.
It's true.
And if you want to be upset about that, then be upset about it. But to me, I'd rather not be upset about that. I'd be like, "Well, wow, while I'm here, like, if I want to be someone that goes and lays on the beach, I'll go lay on the beach. That's what I want to do."
Right.
But if I'm someone that wants to, you know, just anything, then go do your anything, because you gotta. This is it.
I love
that.
And
you don't know when it's going to end. So it's like I kind of just have that in my thoughts a lot, because I see people with a lot of priorities that I'm like, I don't understand why you'd spend so much time of your precious time being on this earth concerned about that. But you do you.
You do you. I love
but
that.
I just, you know, so like.
Jeff, you're so inspiring.
Oh, thank you.
I really,
so much.
really, really.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, really
so
quick.
Happy to be here.
Rapid fire.
Yes.
Okay.
Go.
So first thing that comes to your mind as we close out: coffee or tea in the morning?
Okay.
Or neither.
Matcha.
Oh, matcha.
Yeah.
Hot or iced?
Both, but in the morning probably hot.
Hot. Okay.
Okay. But I do love coffee.
It's so good.
Decaf, because I go crazy if there's too much caffeine.
Your favorite hidden gem in Palm Beach?
Oh my God, my favorite hidden gem in Palm Beach. Oh my God. There's so many.
Just pick one.
I mean, if you've never been to the Carriage House, I mean,
good pick.
It's over the top.
It's
so tastefully, unbelievably incredible.
It's amazing.
Yes, absolutely. And the management there is just
top notch.
Oh,
Top notch.
Oh,
Top notch.
unbelievable.
What is one book that changed your life?
What is the name of it? Oh, I wish I could tell it. I wish I could think of the name. Oh my God. Oh gosh, this is tough, Kiana.
I know, sorry.
Because there's a book that I did read. Oh my God. I don't remember the name of this book. Oh, Life's Little Instruction Book.
Oh.
Yes, Life's Little Instruction Book.
Oh my goodness, I'll have to look this up.
It is just, for me, it's like every single page is like
I'm going to look this up, Jeff.
Yes,
That's awesome.
Yes. I'm going to buy it for you.
Please. I mean, I would love to read it. I ask everybody that
Yeah,
question, and
they
I
come
haven't
up
heard
with
that
some
book
sort of a
yet.
book, yeah.
Yes.
No, I'm not big into like reading books.
Yeah. No,
Like,
this is perfect. I need that.
This is for me. Yeah.
Okay, and last question. What is one piece of advice that you would give your younger self as you navigate life and the workplace?
I would say to myself, never, ever, ever, and I'm going to say ever, ever give up.
That's so good.
Ever. And it doesn't mean if you're doing something specific and it's not working, keep doing that. It means every once in a while you do that thing where you're never giving up and you do it 20 times and you're like, then pivot a little, but don't give up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like maybe the way you're doing it isn't right. Just don't give up, because it's the law of like balances or law of math. Like the more you do, the more time you put into it, like it's eventually gonna happen. And it may not look at the end how it looks at the beginning, how you envision it to look, but something's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's going to.
I love that.
Yes, just never, ever give up.
With an ever.
Ever. Yes.
Well, Jeff, thank you for being on today.
Of course. Oh my God, I'm so appreciative that you asked me. I love you, Kiana. You're the best.
Love you too.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.